Conservation. The protection of animals, plants, and natural resources. Preservation. Saving. Safeguarding. The law of conservation of energy is the fundamental law of nature. Inutilities can be minimized by practicing water and energy conservation. Energy conservation is important to reduce our impact on the environment. Geothermal energy. The energy that is generated when the temperature rises. Heat energy. Thermal energy. Internal energy. The tectonically active area is a hub of geothermal energy production. The extraction of geothermal energy has minimal environmental impact. Geothermal energy can be used in combination with other renewable sources. Potential energy. The energy stored in an object due to its position in a system. Stored energy. Possible power. Internal energy. The kinetic energy of an object can be converted into potential energy. Potential energy is a fundamental concept in the study of thermodynamics. Gravitational potential energy is determined by an object's height and mass. Global warming. The gradual increase in the average temperature of the Earth. Global heating. Climate crisis. Climate warming. The effects of global warming on the Earth are far-reaching indeed. Understanding the facts on global warming is essential to preventing it. Global warming could be accelerated due to the thinning of the ozone layer. Combustion. Act of burning something or the process of burning. Incineration. Oxidization. Flaming. The internal combustion engine emits harmful pollutants into the air. The combustion of kerosene is commonly used for heating and lighting. The combustion of natural gas is a common source of energy for homes. Renewable energy. Energy that is derived from the sun, wind, or water. Solar power. Wind power. Hydropower. The cost of solar and other forms of renewable energy is getting cheaper. Harnessing power from water is another way to generate renewable energy. Renewable energy use has grown much faster than even advocates anticipated. Nuclear power. Power generated by a nuclear reactor. Atomic energy. Atomic power. Fission power. All commercial nuclear power is provided by fission at the present time. Japan has announced plans for a sharp rise in its nuclear power generation. The government has ruled out introducing nuclear power plants in Portugal. Harness. To control something in order to use its power. Utilize. Make use of. Leverage. Scientists have known how to harness the limitless power of the wind. The ingenious scientist discovered a new way to harness solar energy. Engineers are working to develop new ways to harness renewable energy. Fossil fuels. Made from decomposing plants and animals. Gasoline. Kerosene. Petrol. Carbon dioxide is produced in huge amounts when fossil fuels are burned. The huge economic growth of the past 150 years has been built on fossil fuels. The law would encourage companies to switch from fossil fuels to cleaner fuels. Crude oil. Petroleum comes from the ground, before refining. Natural gas. Rock oil. Fossil oil. The refining process separates crude oil into different components. The extraction of crude oil can have negative environmental impacts. Crude oil can be found deep underground or beneath the ocean floor. Carbon footprint. The total emission volume of greenhouse gas. Pollution. Contamination. Fumes. The benefit of recycling is that your carbon footprint goes down. We need to reduce our carbon footprint to combat climate change. Decreasing your carbon footprint can help protect the environment. Tidal power. The energy obtained from the rise and fall of tides. Wave power. Streaming. Hydroelectricity. Tidal energy is the energy obtained from the rise and fall of tides. There are a number of ways in which tidal power can be harnessed. Wind or tidal power could be used to make the process even greener. Sustainable. Able to continue over a period of time. Viable. Maintainable. Reliable. Try to buy wood that you know has come from a sustainable source. The party is promising low inflation and sustainable economic growth. The government should do more to promote a sustainable electricity supply. Reservoir. An artificial lake where something is stored. Reserve. Accumulation. Storage. Reservoirs are rising because of several heavy snows in the mountains. The diagram applies to ordinary areas suitable for reservoir construction. The oil is pumped up from a deep underground reservoir for commercial usage. Biofuels. Fuel that is derived from plants and animals. Biogases. Biomass. Clean energy. We need to find an alternative biofuels to replace petroleum products. Some people argue that diesel over biofuel is a more sustainable choice. The crisis we face is that biofuels are not produced on a commercial scale. Blackout. A period of darkness caused by a failure. Disruption. Electric failure. Outrage. The blackout caused a shortage of water and sanitation in the area. The tempestuous winds knocked down power lines and caused a blackout. In many counties, people face electricity blackout for several hours regularly. Drilling. The process of extracting materials from the earth. Mining. Excavation. Tunneling. The mining of gold was not essentially different from the drilling of oil. Extensive exploration was carried out using the latest drilling technology. Drilling will continue on the site to assess the dimensions of the new oil field. Methane. The main constituent of natural gas. Hydrocarbon. Petroleum. Propane. Dump site fires are mostly caused by either scavengers or methane gas. Methane is considered the main gas contributing to the greenhouse effect. Mass meat production increases the amount of methane in the atmosphere. Utilities. Public services such as gas, water, or electricity. Services. Facilities. Resources. Gas and electricity are vital utilities and they should have public ownership. Joseph Stalin gave an accurate assessment of the utility of nuclear weapons. The program includes the privatization of state-owned factories and utilities. Entropy. A measure of randomness or disorder of a system. Disorder. Collapse. Turmoil. The second law of thermodynamics states that entropy always increases. Entropy is a measure of the number of possible arrangements of a system. Entropy can be calculated by measuring the amount of disorder in a system. Mechanical energy. The total output of kinetic energy and potential energy. Radiant energy. Atomic energy. Kinetic energy. The electrical generator produces electricity from mechanical energy. The internal combustion process generates heat and mechanical energy. The kinetic energy of an object can be converted into mechanical energy. Efficiency. Working in a way that does not waste a resource. Productivity. Effectiveness. Competency. At present, energy efficiency is a top priority for our local government. We can increase fuel efficiency by carpooling or walking whenever possible. New timekeeping procedures had been introduced as part of an efficiency drive. Power plant. An industrial facility used to generate electricity. Powerhouse. Power source. Power station. The park includes a power plant and an electrical distribution system. Nuclear power plants cost a lot and have many vehement opponents. In an electric power plant, the heat converts water into high-pressure steam. Chemical energy. Energy happens due to a chemical reaction. Fuel energy. Reactive energy. Molecular energy. A battery-powered flashlight uses chemical energy to produce light. Electrical energy may be converted into heat, light, or chemical energy. The explosion of fireworks is a result of the rapid release of chemical energy. Windmill. A wind-driven electric generator. Wind generator. Wind turbine. Propeller. The energy generated by the windmill drives all the drainage pumps. Windmills change wind power to energy which can be used for electricity. Then, technology created windmills with greater efficiency and lower costs. Furnace. A place characterized by intense heat. Incinerator. Fireplace. Chimney. The flame in the furnace can be looked at through colored glasses. The blast furnace operated day and night to meet the high demand for steel. Years ago, heating contractors routinely installed oversized furnaces in houses. Kilowatt. A kilowatt is a unit of power. Power unit. Megawatt. Voltage. The price per kilowatt hour may vary depending on the time of day. The energy-efficient appliances help reduce kilowatt-hour consumption. A kilowatt-hour is a unit of energy commonly used in the utility industry.